In this exercise, we will model this part here. So it looks fairly complicated. Aside from the base plate, that's very straightforward. Might be a bit challenging doing these two pipes here. Flange on the end should be simple. Let's go under inspect. Let's do a section analysis. Have a look internally what's going on here. Draw that back. Okay, so we've got some fillets internally there. Okay, so all laminar fluid flow. Okay, looking nice. Okay, and these shelled out pipes. I think in a case like this, it would be best to start from the base plate, and then we'll build up two sweep profiles for these two pipes here. And then it's quite simple to add the flange, although the flange is offset from this face here. So we'll be using quite a lot of construction tools to help us make this. So let's begin. Let's jump into a new design. These are the dimensions of the base plate. So if you'd like to draw this yourself, please feel free to do so. Aside from that, I'll have a go at this myself now. So let's hit C on the keyboard and start a new sketch. Let's go on the XY plane. Let's hit C on the keyboard again. Let's start from the right hand side at the origin. And let's put in the 30mm circle here. Press C again. Let's put in the PCD. So I'm going to put this as a construction line. It's got 91mm diameter. Help us position those 8 holes. Let's add another circle as well. Turn construction off. Start at the origin. And this will be the outer circle. So 105. That's looking good. Let's hit C again. I'm going to snap on coincident to the PCD and add in one of these holes. 8mm diameter. I'm going to use the vertical constraint from the center of that hole to the origin. That's fully constrained. We can go into create circular pattern. Select this circle. And the point that we're patterning around is the origin here. Okay, we want to have 8 instances. Okay, equispaced around 360. Press OK. It's looking good. Just tidy up these dimensions a bit. Let's continue on the left-hand side then. So hit C on the keyboard again. I'm going to draw this anywhere for the time being. So we got the same circle here, 30mm. And we put a PCD output on construction. PCD in this case is 66. Then one more circle, turn off construction. This is the outer circle, it's 80. Press C on the keyboard again. Let's input one of these holes, coincident to the PCD. And this has a diameter of 8. Again, vertical constraint, center point of this circle to the center point of this one. And then we're going to go create and circular pattern this circle here. And that around the center point here. And again, on this parameter box we've got here, let's put in 8. So okay. It's looking good. Now we need to define where this is in relation to this one. So we can see as per the drawing, we've got a dimension from the center point here to this center point. That is a aligned dimension, so 91mm. Move that dimension out of the way. Okay, but there's still some movement going on here. But we can see in the drawing that there's a relationship of 30 degrees between these two center points here. So I'm going to add in a line. I'm going to do a construction line. Center point of this circle, center point of this one. I'll do one more construction line as well. Center point of this one. I'm just going to bring this out here. Press D on the keyboard, and then we can input this 30-degree angle. 30, okay. And there we are, that's fully constrained. Let's finish off the profile so we can form our extrusion. Let's go L on the keyboard, line tool, turn off construction. And I'm just going to put in a line in between these two circles here, and then make that line tangential. So this line here, tangential this circle, and likewise to this circle. And then down here we've got this arc. So to do this, I'm going to hit C on the keyboard. I'm going to draw it a circle. It's got a rad of 8, so diameter 16. And I'm going to make this one tangential to this circle, and likewise here. And at this point, we do have the option to trim away the lines that we don't need. But in Fusion, I do find that that removes the fully constraint feature of this sketch. And so I'd rather just select the individual profiles. So I'm going to finish the sketch there. Hit E on the keyboard, extrude. Let's select this profile, this one, this one in here. And also this one. Let's have a look at a preview then. That's looking good. Okay, and the extrusion in this case is 10mm thickness. Just enter. Go on the home view. And there we have our base plate. That's looking good. And then next, let's do one of the sweep profile and paths of one of these pipes. Let's go for this one here. And then we can form the flange after that and just tidy that up with the fillets, holes, and also this fillet here. So this starts from this hole here on our base plate. So let's go back to our model. Okay, so we're starting in here. These are the dimensions of the sweep path. So if you'd like to model these yourself, feel free to do so. First of all, let's do the path then. So we want to sketch that on. Let's have a look at what planes we've got available to us. Okay, in this case, it would be the XZ plane. So let's create sketch, hit C on the keyboard, and let's select the default XZ plane. Now for this, I want to start at the center point of this circle here. So I need to project this geometry. So I'm going to hit P on the keyboard, select this circle here, press OK. Then we've got this line projected, and we do have a midpoint in there as well. Let's go on the line tool then. Let's go on the front view for this. And we see our projected line. Snap onto the midpoint as we can see there. And I'm just going to roughly draw in the entities here. So we've got a straight line. Hold down left mouse button, draw out that tangential arc, and then we're going to come across a certain distance. I want to put a tangential constraint between this arc and this line here. Now we can go ahead and dimension this up. So as per the drawing, we've got a dimension of from this line here to the origin. We've got 60, is that 60? Oh, sorry, 80 mil. We've got a rad here. So this radius is 40 mil. We've got a total distance. So from this endpoint here to the origin, we've got there a distance of 143. Press enter. Let's finish the sketch there. Okay, that's our sweep path. Now we just need to enter the profile. So let's hit C on the keyboard, and this sketch, we're going to profile from this face here. So we'll select that face, hit C on the keyboard. From the origin here, we're going to expand this out by 40 mil, press OK. And here we have our profile, and then it'll follow this path here. Let's finish the sketch. Let's come up to our tools, go on create, and let's choose the sweep tool. In terms of the profile, so profile here, we're going to select this one. And in terms of our path, we'll select this line here. Okay, preview's looking good, already shelled out, that's nice. How does the join look down here? That's looking fine. Okay, and the operation, we want to make sure this is a join. Okay, that's looking good. Let's press OK. And for the next feature, now that we've swept our pipe here, let's go ahead and add in this flange feature. So to do this, first of all, I'm just going to change the home view. I'm going to click on this corner here, right click on the view cube, and select the current view as home, fit to view. Now, if we look at where this flange sits, it sits off of this face here. Let's inspect that face to face. So I've hit I on the keyboard, got a distance there of 4 mil. So an offset of 4 mil, let's do that with a construction line. Let's go into construct, offset a plane, select this face here, and we're going to go in this direction. So the minus. In this case, we want -4. Okay. Now let's hit C on the keyboard, and let's do a sketch on our new construction plane. So we're now sketching on our plane. Let's come under create. Let's go on rectangle, start the center point rectangle. I'm hoping that we can snap to the center point of this circle, but we can't. So let's press P on the keyboard, and then we're going to project this circle onto our plane. Let's press OK. We can see the projection there and the center point. Let's go back to the left view. Go and create rectangle. Let's do center point rectangle. We'll start from this center point here, and we're going to bring that out. I'm going to type in 60, press tab 60, enter. Looking good. Let's get some of these holes in as well. Let's hit C on the keyboard, snap coincident to this construction line here. Diameter 8 mil. Repeat the same process down here, 8 mil, and then we can mirror these lines across. We can mirror these circles across. Let's go on the vertical constraint between these two. And let's set a distance between them. So D on the keyboard, center point to center point. We'll put that dimension in as per the drawing, 44 mil. Go ahead and add a construction line that we can mirror over. So construction, center point of this line. Bring that down, center point of this line. Select the mirror tool. Select these two circles as our objects. And in terms of mirror line, we'll go with this construction line. Press OK. That's looking nice. Let's finish the sketch there. Let's go back to the home view. Press E on the keyboard and we'll extrude this profile here. So we don't want to go in this direction, but rather this direction. We don't want this to be a cutting operation. So let's change the operation to join. And in this case, we're going to go for -10 mm. Press OK. It's looking good. Go ahead and add some fillets to these corners. Select the fillet command. Choose this edge here, this edge, also this one, and this one as well. And as per the model, we're doing 8 mm fillets. Let's enter. Let's go on the home view again. Okay, that's looking good. I like that. Okay, next feature, we need to add in this other pipe, which sits around here, which is this one here. Okay, so to do this, we need to create a sketch plane that we can model the sweep path on. So a little bit tricky in this case because we can't use any of the default planes, so we're going to have to construct a plane. But to do this, we need some geometries to reference from for that plane to be in the correct place. But what we can use is the axis of these 3 circles here. So I'm going to come under construct and select axis, enter an axis there, press OK, and right click and then select repeat axis, this one, press enter, right click, repeat, this one, enter. So we've got a 3 axis there. These act as edges. So let's come under construct. We can choose here plane through 2 edges. Okay, so we can only select 2 of these. So we just go 1, 2. That's okay. I'm just going to make that plane a bit bigger. I'm going to drag that across. Okay, yeah, that is the correct angle. That's parallel with this face here. These are the dimensions of the sweep path. So again, if you want to draw these, feel free to do so. Let's hit C on the keyboard then and select this plane here. And we want to start at the center point of this circle. Okay, so I'm going to hit P on the keyboard and project this circle here. Press OK. We see with our projection line and a midpoint in there. From here, let's look at the left view. Let's hit L on the keyboard. Find that midpoint, which is just there. I'm going to roughly draw this in. So we've got a straight line coming up. Hold down left mouse button, drawing that tangential arc. I'm going to let that go around there. Let's use the horizontal constraint then. End point of this arc to the start point of this arc. And then let's dimension this up. So as per the drawing, this dimension here, this line is 95. And the rad of this arc is 22.75. That will take us to the top quadrant of this circle here, or at least a distance away from it. That's our path complete. Now let's put in our profile. So we'll finish that sketch. We'll start a new sketch. But this time we're going to sketch on this face here. Same process like before. I'm going to hit C on the keyboard, start at the center point of this circle, take that out to 40, finish that sketch. And there we've got our profile and our path. So let's go create, go sweep, select this profile. And in terms of path, select this one. Okay, preview's looking good. Okay, let's shell down. That's all correct. And let's go with the join operation and press OK. And then from here, we don't need these axes anymore. So if we hit the drop down next to construction, we can turn off their visibility. And the next feature we're going to add is the continuation of this shelling feature through this body here. So to do this, I'm going to create a sketch on this plane here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit P on the keyboard and project this circle here. So that's the profile I want to extrude cut through this material. Let's press OK. Okay, let's finish the sketch there. Hit E on the keyboard, extrude. We're going to select that profile we've just created. I'm going to bring this down, a cutting operation. That's nice. Now, in terms of the distance, we need to be a bit careful here because we don't want that going through the entire body. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Object, and then I'm going to select this face here. And as you'll see, the preview shows it will only cut up to this face. Let's press OK. That's what we're looking for. Nice. And now we just need to make that join between this profile here and this body. there's the E on the keyboard. That profile is available to us already. So we're going to do a continuation. We don't want to cut though. I want to go for a join operation. And in terms of the extent type, let's go to object and select this object here. A preview's looking good. Make sure that's a join. Okay. It's looking nice. We've got our connection there. Okay. So almost there. We need to tidy this up with a few fillets. So let's select the fillet command and let's select the edges about all of the joins. Let's go this one, this one. Let's go for this one as well. So this one down here, this one, and also internally. You know, we don't want any possibility of increased turbulent fluid flow. Okay, we like to have laminar fluid flow. Let's go to a radius there. Let's go for 4 mil. See how that comes out. Looking nice. Let's also select this one here as well. It's 4 mil also. And let's give it overall radius as well to the base plate. So let's put a fillet on. Make sure we've got tangent chain turned on. This one here, let's go for 1 mil. And let's press OK and see how that comes out. Looking nice. Okay, got our fillets in there. Go back to the home view and let's do a section analysis just to double check everything is in order. Let's select this face here and let's just work our way through. Okay, yeah, nice and smooth joins there. That's looking good. Continue. Yeah, perfect. There we go. That's okay. Back to the home view. Then we have our complete part. Let's definitely apply an appearance to this one then. Let's hit A on the keyboard. And in this case, I'm going to go for a... let's go into the metals. And yeah, let's go for stainless. Let's go for stainless steel polished. I'm going to drag that up and drop that here. Press close. There we have our completed part, looking really nice. If you were able to model this yourself, a big well done. That is quite a challenge. I hope you enjoyed that lecture. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.